Oh.
Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, oh Christ.
It's the 8th, sir.
The 8th of September.
Yes, sir.
It is time for, once again, Shootin' the Breeze with myself, TakersMinion, and my co-host from the land of the rising sun, and Mr. Dr. Senju. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening. How are you today, good sir?
Tired.
Tired.
As some of you know, I had a doctor's appointment yesterday to go over my biannual check on my blood pressure. Happy to report it's getting better. Had to adjust my meds a little bit more. We should get it back under control into normal ranges. This trial has taken almost 2 years. But yeah, I mean, I was at the point where I was a borderline stroke waiting to happen.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
So
not good.
Not good. But at least you are healthy, hale, and hearty right now.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I mean, I could ask what are you eating today, but we're gonna cut it off short.
Yeah, we're not. I haven't had anything to eat yet. I've just been drinking coffee. I've been awake since about 8 o'clock my time this morning, so I'm a little bit off. But anyway, how are things with your part of the world today, MDS?
Same old. I am quite busy on this past few weeks, but that doesn't really stop me from doing anything else. A lot of things have happened, but a lot of good things has happened. So there's that as well.
Well, that's great. And joining us today is someone who's had one other podcast experience. We call him Bexley. How are you, sir? You're in England, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Greece.
Yeah, Greece.
Greece. Yeah, no, not even close.
Oh well,
I'm doing good. And this is my second podcast, and I'm again under the weather, but I'm doing good. Other than that, it's a lot better circumstances than the last time. It's at least it's not 6 in the morning.
No,
like the last time. There now? 6 in the afternoon.
True.
Well, that's good for you. That's easier for you.
Yeah.
It's closer to midnight for MDS, though.
Yeah, well, 11.
But yeah, almost 12 hours.
5 hours. 5 hours.
Okay.
So, right.
But
okay.
First and foremost, I'm gonna call this out to my co-host. How dare you change? How dare you for the change? How dare you for the change?
Oh, the Kenny Omega. Well, I got tired of looking at that anime butler. Okay.
I'm gonna put myself $20 in this.
Well, don't worry.
At least I didn't make you use someone else's Albie. Okay.
Please,
Adam
no.
Something or other.
Wait, no.
Well, don't worry. I've got an animated violin player as my Twitter profile pic.
Yeah, we know. But anyhow.
But I said only the first thing. I said it could have been Adam something or other.
No, please don't.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay,
could be Adam Pacini.
Well, you see Bexley, and I'm gonna say this is not Adam Cole to MDS is what the Miz is to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. I'll try to be cautious. With it. I don't know. Hey, I don't think we saw Adam Cole this week, so at least he's safe. If I'm not mistaken, at least.
He's safe for now, but let's not jump into the boat on that one, shall we?
Let's not jump in the deep end with that already.
All right, just saying.
I mean,
I don't want my co-host upset. Thank you very much.
Since when have I on record? I only got upset once, and that was with another unrelated issue altogether. So there's that.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh yes. The taking of a last name or a first name.
Yep.
Because now, let's see, what Antonio Cesaro is now Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alexander Rusev is just Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Neville.
Is just Neville.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it?
Biggie Langston.
Biggie is the other way around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his last name.
And
lost his
Elias
last
Sampson lost his last name. He's now Elias. And he's like, why? Why? And I kept telling him, I don't know. Ask WWE.
Is it a problem for WWE to have people who sound normal?
I don't know.
Well,
I
John
think
Cena sounds normal, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Seth Rollins sounds normal, and it is what it is.
Okay, whatever.
It's just, I think it was just mostly just, at that time I was positing, it was their fascination to create talent with a single name. Like
That
Madonna.
happened a lot back then, 2014 or so.
Like Madonna. They wanted to capitalize on that one, and it fails.
You can never have another Madonna.
No. Anyway, let's get
right.
started off with this week because
All right, we'll just
fortunately,
Let's jump right to 205
happily.
Live and get that out of the way because you're the only one of the three of us that watched it.
I watched the main event.
Well, this week on 205 Live, it was it kind of like felt like a step back for me. I mean, even though Enzo More's move to 205 Live has been the talk of the town, I think. Why is he being moved there? Why is he being shifted there? A lot of speculations, a lot of rumors, yada yada yada, and all that. But the issue with the program at that time is how WWE is going to book him in comparison to the rest of the talent on the cruiserweight. But aside from Neville, who has been amazing as a heel, and amazing again as a heel who lost his precious, and then amazing again as a heel who finally gets back his precious. That's the only that's the only person. That's the only cruiserweight talent that I can only talk about. I can't talk a lot about Noam Dar. I can't talk a lot about Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander, Gran Metalik, etc., because WWE hasn't pushed these characters out yet. And I'm just scared that with Enzo More coming in, he's going to further push the talent further back down. It's already been evidenced by the main event with Amore versus Alexander versus Nesse, Kendrick, and Gran Metalik. I mean, don't get me wrong. The whole matchup is just like how you envision 205 Live talent should do. It was fast paced. It was fast paced, high impact. It was fun. The ending outcome of who should win is already being made clear when Enzo pinned Alexander. So there's that. Because the people are already chanting, "This is awesome," and "Let's go, Enzo," despite all the creative issues with the show. I mean,
and here's the thing about it, to defend them. I mean, that show has been pretty good at times, but no one cares. So they threw in someone that people care about, because they still care about Enzo, to throw in some light when it comes to like ratings and things like that, and how much people care after SmackDown. So get the crowd more excited, get the crowd more into 205 Live in general. So in that sense, I can see why they're doing this. I can understand it. I don't want to see Enzo as champion though. That's for sure. But a title shot, maybe even a pay-per-view title shot, I can see that. I'm not against that. He's limited as a wrestler, but at least they put him against Neville. I think could get a decent match out of him, probably, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I can see how they're thinking about this.
Yeah.
Is it great? Is it great TV? It's entertaining. At the same time, you get the people that you mentioned, Tony Nese, Cedric Alexander, Gran Metalik, and people like that, and you got Enzo More beating them. I don't know about that. That is a little bit BS, but whatever.
I mean, not to knock on all of them, because I mean, Alexander pulled off double duty when he pinned 3 people in Ness and Tony Ness, Gran Metalik, and Brian Kendrick. He pinned all of them, and then suddenly Enzo flipped and pinned him. So
I have something. I have a comment for you there, and I just thought of this.
What?
You said about Neville and the belt being his precious, and how depressed and down he was when he lost it, right?
Yeah.
You know what that kind of reminds me of?
What?
I think is it Takahashi and Daryl?
Yeah.
Yep. Takahashi and Daryl. I mean,
not just with Daryl, with Mr. Belt as well. Before that,
so Mr. Belt, of course. Yes, forgot about that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Didn't you remember how Neville looked when he entered for his title matchup with at that time was Tozawa when he was champion? He looked devastated.
He looked like he came out of the woods.
I mean, give me my precious back in his Geordie Newcastle accent.
And he was wearing all white. Now he's back to black.
Now he's back to black.
Go figure.
I don't know the psychology of him wearing black now when he's champ and him wearing white when he's not champ, but hey, it's his style. I mean, here's another
people who win championships wear white.
I mean, that's another interesting point on a small segue. I'm not sure Enzo has ever worn the same attire twice.
Oh no.
At least he got rid of the poop emoji, okay?
Okay, fine, okay. At least he got rid of that, but it's gonna be impossible for designers for just to kind of make a model out of him when he has 10 different outfits that he wears every single week.
Hey, Rey Mysterio never wore the same mask, right?
He only wears special masks on special things, on special pay-per-views.
Yeah, but he has like 20,000 different masks. You know?
True, but those are masks.
Different, yeah.
They're simple enough to copy and paste. Yeah. This is outfits.
True. You still have to color adjust and what have you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Well, the one that was great at changing his attire up most of the time, well, mainly his robe, was Ric Flair.
Yeah.
His tights that he wore 4 basic colors. He wore powder blue, red, black, and I think he wore green once.
He wore green sometimes, mostly in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, 205, to me, I think quick note, 205 is, if you're interested in watching Enzo's storyline and path, this is a show for you. If not, I think it's a skippable show for this week. It's average at best because not many stories has been moved. Not many storylines has been created back again with TJP and Daivari and Tozawa and Gulak. All 2 of those matches are. It is what it is. It's a by the numbers kind of matches, but hasn't really moved on to anything. So there's that.
One small note: congratulations to Jack Gallagher. He got married.
Oh yeah, he did.
Congratulations to him.
Yep.
Yeah, and then congratulations, and congratulations to the Brits themselves. They're finally going to get the British show off the ground. At least they're saying by the end of end of September supposed to be starting, is what they're saying.
I think a little later. I'm not sure.
I don't know whether it's going to disrupt. It's either going to disrupt the tag team, Dusty Rhodes tag team classic.
Yeah, what about the Dusty Classic? We never heard it. I haven't heard anything about that.
Well, that's going to start up here in a couple weeks, I think.
Okay.
Right after
probably the next tapings.
Probably. Anyway,
the next tapings are next week. So yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Okay, since we're starting small, let's move on to NXT. I believe each and every one of you has.
We're gonna talk somewhat about NXT.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I think the biggest topic that I could touch is the already known fact that Asuka is saying goodbye. She's relinquishing the title. That is the main event. That was the main event, and that was the main spot to close off this week's NXT. I mean, let's delve into this historic run that began just 24 hours before WrestleMania 32 in 2006. Came an end today in
2016.
Sorry, yes. 2016 at WrestleMania.
April 1st.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this makes Asuka the first NXT Women's Champion to relinquish a title rather than lose the title.
Paige did.
Paige relinquished the title. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Paige relinquished because she won the main roster title.
Asuka is the first undefeated women's champion to relinquish the title.
There you go. Okay. Much better.
Also, Asuka is the first champion in WWE to go over 500 days since the Hulk Hogan days, I think.
Yeah.
And I do believe she also crossed over CM Punk's record on holding.
He had 434 days.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay. This is, I think, Taker. If we're gonna do this again, this is the goodbye Asuka deserves. I think she deserves this.
Yeah.
Whatever slack, whatever nitpick or comment that anyone of us can come up, this is the goodbye that Asuka deserves. It's more than well deserved.
Yes.
I mean, even after the loss of Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Bayley, Sasha Banks to the main roster, and then slowly picking up with Carmella and all that, she run the division by herself.
Yes, she did.
And she ran the division with the talent that she had at her disposal at that time, and she worked it well.
She made everybody look like $1 million, even in a loss.
Yep.
Yeah, Asuka. A lot of people say, "Well, she's killed a division because she beat everybody." I kept telling people, "No, she made the division better because she made all of them look like $1 million, even though they lost."
Yep, I agree.
And people look at me and say, "Oh, you're just because you're an Asuka mark." Yeah, I am. I'm one of her biggest fans. I'll admit that. I gush over Asuka constantly. She's my goddess, my empress. But be that as it may, like I always say, I look at the entire body of work and what she has done. She has made the women's division in NXT so important that people can't, people look back at it and go, okay, who's going to replace her?
Yeah.
That's the question. Who's going to follow that? It's going to be hard to follow something like that.
Oh, it's hard to replicate that because
I don't think they should replace Asuka.
No, they don't.
Honestly, they're not going to find another one.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
She's going to have that record for the next 20-some years.
Probably
20 years. 20 years.
Well,
Goldberg's record was broken. Jesus. His 173-0 was broken or whatever. And he was happy.
20 years later.
Yeah, 20 years later after he was done.
And he was happy with it being broken. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, he said it was in good hands.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, well, let's just keep it simple on this one. I mean, this is a farewell to kind of end all farewells in NXT. This is short, sweet, to the point. And even Ember Moon coming up, psyching the crowd by not shaking her hand but giving her a hug. Wow, that was good. That touched a little bit on the emotional side.
Yeah,
it did.
They're best friends, so obviously in real life they're best friends, so it makes sense.
But here's where I get excited when the camera panned to the stage, and I see new faces. I see Abby Lath. I see Rhea Ripley. I see Bianca Belair. I see Kairi Sane even on there, and I'm excited for that. I am fucking excited.
That division is going to be stacked.
It is. I mean, you look at everybody that you look at what's on the stage. You had Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, all the women that were there.
I did not see Nikki Cross. I did not see Nikki Cross for some reason.
She was there. I saw her. She's kind of hiding in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
We could run it back again. But yes, I look at the talents there currently, sans Asuka, and I'm excited. I'm wholly excited for that.
Oh, I mean, that division is going to be strong for the next 5 years.
Yep.
I don't know if everyone is going to stay. I think Peyton and Billy might move up. I don't know.
Yeah, but don't you think
maybe one of the lesser girls?
I mean, don't you think? Yeah, I know, but don't you think that Peyton Royce and Billie Kay deserve that push to the top until after at least Peyton, more or less, gets the shot at the NXT title?
I would love to see Peyton get a run or something, at least near the top. Because she's very talented.
She is. Peyton Royce has been basically putting everybody over.
Yeah,
she has been putting everybody over for a year, and
she's a great carpenter, and it's time for her to have her. We could use the Natalya comparison.
Nah, she's better than Natalya.
Listen to what I'm saying, Bex.
I know.
We can use the comparison. I know you don't like Natalya.
I like it.
We've had this discussion.
Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Go ahead.
But
go ahead.
Natalya was a carpenter for 10 years back in the old D word division.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. She had a title run there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to get fined for that.
No, you haven't said it. You haven't said anything.
But here's the thing.
Mm.
I was happy to see Natalya win the title from Naomi. Okay.
You're my boss.
I did not like what they did to the title when Naomi had it. You know,
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
and they made it look like a freaking toy.
Okay.
That gives it no
Yes.
prestige. You know, a title is supposed to have some prestige, an
Pomp
aura
and
about it.
circumstance.
Yeah, it should have some pomp and circumstance. When they did that, it made it look like a cheap toy. I didn't like it, and I made that well known.
Of course. But like I said,
It was time for Natalya to get some kind of run again.
Mhm.
And you know, she's doing very well with it.
yes,
She's not cutting very many promos, and I've noticed that she's gone back to some more of the pink and black versus what she had been wearing.
Mhm.
That's
She's
true,
wearing a
that's
jacket.
true.
She's wearing a jacket similar to her uncle's that has the decorative shoulder boards that are
Mhm.
pink.
Mhm.
They're a little different, but they're still a throwback to Uncle Brett's.
Yeah.
I'm seeing all these little things that she's doing, and she's doing the little things in the room, you know, to make everybody around her look better. She
Here's what-
plays
okay.
she plays the character in peril in the ring very well. Always has.
Mhm.
The problem, like what a lot of people say, well, she's too technical. That's what the Hart family is known best for, is being sound technically. And
Mhm.
once people can get past that and look at her entire body of work over her 10, 12-year career, she's actually done quite well. She's done everything that the company has asked her to do. She has put over wrestlers that probably shouldn't have been put over.
Yeah, true. That's true. I agree with that. Like,
So this is her reward in the end. This is what she deserves, and I believe she deserved the title.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. And back in the early 2010s and stuff, I really thought she was very underrated and what have you. Like she was. Yeah, pretty good wrestler and good technician. Like I said, my problem with Natalya now is her best days are well past. Like
True.
you can see she's, her matches are just slow and not very exciting. It's like the thing about it.
True.
It's
True.
just, they're good, technically sound. I thought Natalya Naomi at SummerSlam was better than Alexa Sasha. I thought it was a better match.
Again, quite
I
true.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree with that.
Mhm. I mean, here's the thing, though. Me and Taker already argued this on many occasions. We believe that WWE has shot the foot too late. They have skipped over Natalya a little bit too late. They
That's true.
They should have used her and utilized her when she came in, and they missed the boat on that one. So there's that.
Or at least 2013, 2014. I mean,
Mhm.
she had a few matches with AJ and some of those girls. They were pretty good.
Yep.
And the takeover match with Charlotte.
Yep.
Was pretty good stuff.
Mhm.
So I don't know why
Yeah,
they didn't use her then.
The match in NXT with Charlotte and Natalya.
Yeah.
That was
really good.
yes, it was. You know,
And that was with Charlotte back then.
yeah. Look at imagine putting those two in the ring together now, Charlotte and Natalya now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Could they pull it off? I think they could. I think they could.
Queen of Hearts versus Queen of Flair. Oh,
I think they could pull off a hell of a match.
I agree. But hey, this has already been going to pass judgment on it a couple of times already. But I think Natalya deserves it.
Right.
On this related, and also Asuka deserves the send off that she deserves and all that. And like I said, I am excited about seeing new talent. I'm excited about seeing new women's talent on there because I love to play mix and match with each and every single talent on that one. I know I'm not going to touch on this a little bit too early by now, but let's just quickly touch on one match where Sonya Deville, the former Daria Berenato, faced one of the NYC contestants and one of the signees, which is Zeta.
Yep.
And okay, to me, I think NXT is doing a strong job of putting Deville over. this is like a squash match for her because let's be honest, she's Zeta's not gonna go over a talent like Deville, and fantasy
No.
booking aside, people are already gonna book her against after Four Horsewomen versus Four Horsewomen. I think people are gonna pit her against Shayna Baszler.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be a little bit of a problem for Sonya. Here's the thing with Sonya. The problem, because she hasn't really gotten over so far in NXT, especially with those people down there at Full Sail. They've seen Shayna now because she was there for the Mae Young Classic, and when you see someone like Shayna, someone like Sonya Deville is not gonna really water your appetite. I mean, she's still kind of new to this. She's still learning about it. It's like she's trying, and I like her. She's, she has talent. She has potential, but I don't know if Full Sail is the right place for her right now. Like maybe
because
she needs some more time on the house show loop.
No, not even talking about that. Maybe even I don't know, because I heard about some call-ups and stuff, and maybe it would be better if she went to the main roster and worked there with the MMA gimmick.
But I agree. Here's the thing. Sonya Deville has been cycled into NXT house shows for a bit, and we haven't really seen her a lot on NXT TV, on air and all that. Yes, Full Sail University has seen her a lot on house shows, but on that argument as well, I don't think that she connected. She has connected with the Full Sail crowd. Because this is a pattern that I see goes the same way with Baron Corbin when he's in NXT. When he's on that path where not many of his things connect, he almost suffered a setback before he changed into this lone wolf character. So there's that.
Yeah. So when he was a face.
I hope that Deville does that as well, but because she's already behind a lot of women already. This is not counting NYC signees as well. Yeah. She's already behind Peyton. She's already behind Billy. She's already behind Ruby Riott. She's already behind
Nikki Cross.
Even Nikki Cross and Ember Moon.
Yeah. She's already behind on all of that. And I think on the long run, even Liv Morgan at that time.
Where's Liv Morgan been? She's been MIA this year.
No idea. She's been MIA, but no idea. She's still there. Yeah,
I know. She's working. Yeah. I think Liv is gonna get called up because she's worked some house shows with the main roster with Sasha and Bailey and that crew.
Yeah.
And hey, if she was the Dana Brooke or Lana or someone like that, no.
So, Lana, please let Lana stay with Tamina as the manager.
I'm just saying.
Lana needs to stay out of the ring as a wrestler.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Liv Morgan is no worse than any of those girls. She's actually better than at least some of them. So
yeah, talking about Lana, I'm gonna touch on this real quick with Andrade Almas versus Cesar Bononi. Well, the upstart who actually won against Almas last week, I think.
No, a few months ago.
Couple months ago.
Okay.
Before
Zelina came in.
Before Zelina Vega showed up.
Zelina Vega came. Okay. So yes, Andrade won. But the thing I noticed is that Zelina Vega screamed finish him. That tied up a little bit comparison to Lana going crush.
It wasn't exactly that. I think Andrade was starting to enjoy himself, and then she told him to just, cut it off and just finish him off. Something like that.
I agree. Finish the job. Don't
do the Tranquilo shit. Don't do this.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Yes. I mean, the pairing with Almas and Vega in this one, I think it's been good for both of them. Almas has been reborn. Almas has been reborn. He looks compelling. He looks charismatic. The only problem that I have right now with that is that with these three people coming up already, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. These three men are already going to be slotted on the top list.
Well, one of them is a singles guy. One of them is a singles guy. Fish and O'Reilly are gonna be a tag team.
Yeah, But from the Indies history, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly can still go as a singles wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's for sure. I'm just saying that's the plan right now.
That's the plan right now.
That's
but
the plan right now.
Surprisingly,
And I would say Andrade is ahead of Itami at this point in the heel hierarchy.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, even if I talk about those three men were surprisingly absent on this week's NXT. If you noticed,
They'll be back.
They'll be back. Yeah, I know, but this week they're not there. They're not there. Even though we talked a lot about him. Not even when Lars Sullivan made his debut, made his show of defeating some guys. I don't know.
Jobbers,
local jobbers. Strong job building Sullivan to much of you. It kind of like a squash match.
Are they going to want to put him, try to build him as the next Braun Strowman? That's the question.
Maybe. I don't know.
Too early to tell. Because
who knows?
All we know is he can't play well with others.
Yeah, true. He can't play well with others. Not on and we haven't seen that kind of power. But booking him against Jose could be a good thing, I think. Just for him to gain momentum. But there's that. And then there's also a no disqualification match between Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami. This is already
sorry to interrupt. Getting back to the Andrade thing.
Okay.
I've been a fan of Zelina Vega for years. So it's really good to see her in a company that is finally using her right.
Mm-hmm.
And not as an anti-American girl and what have you. For Mexican America.
Okay.
I mean, of all the girls that you could use for Mexican America, yes, I know she's from Puerto Rico. She has Puerto Rican roots and what have you.
Do you think that's gonna be an issue with WWE? Hell no. They're just gonna go.
I'm talking about TNA here.
Oh,
yeah, they had a girl.
You're talking about that cockroach?
Yeah, I know. And back when it was a cockroach, back in 2011.
Back when it was a cockroach, okay.
Yeah, they had a girl who was from New York who lost her father at 9/11. They had her play an anti-American heel on 9/11 on a pay-per-view.
Oh man!
I
don't watch TNA at that time, but are you kidding me? That's just low for you, TNA.
Well, they were doing it already for 6 months or so, but still.
Well, speaking of TNA, GFW, whatever the hell it is this week.
Yeah.
Well, all over the place.
Yeah. Did we notice Jeff Jarrett
Yes.
He says he voluntarily stepped down. Anthem is saying we told him we wanted you to step down. There's issues now between GFW and Anthem.
Basically, the story being that Jeff Jarrett has been kicked off from GFW. So there's that.
And Anthem wants to leave now. They want to sell GFW, TNA, or whatever.
Going to
Triple H just buy them already.
No.
And be done with it.
No. That's my answer.
Because GFW is TNA GFW is hemorrhaging money.
Yes.
That's the problem with that whole promotion.
That's number one problem.
That's the biggest problem. They're overpaying their talent. They're not making any money.
Yeah.
It's in the red so far. Dixie made out like a bandit. Her and her dad, yes, they lost money, but they still made money.
They still made money on that one.
But they sold it.
That's one issue. That's one issue. The number two is don't forget that WWE is cutting costs. They're not going to buy a company that's hemorrhaging money already.
No, I'm not saying they're going to buy them and keep them going. Just buy the library and stuff. They got so many guys from TNA.
Yes, that's
what they can buy.
They're going to do the WCW to them eventually.
That's my point. Because the only thing that's valuable in TNA, GFW / whatever Impact Anthem is the archives. If they can get on the
there's some good wrestlers there. There's some good wrestlers.
Yeah, but the important thing is
Jarrett ain't one of them.
Thankfully. Thankfully.
Okay, I can agree with that one. But here's the thing: when WWE gained access to TNA archives, they could actually validate AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Bobby Fish, O'Reilly, Kurt Angle, Sting. Even if they want to validate on that one, they have a whole ton of things there. But
don't forget you got the leader of Sanity.
Eric
Eric
Young.
Young.
Eric Young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in TNA too.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can validate all that if they buy the TNA archives. But currently, I don't think that WWE wants to buy it because of their cost-cutting measurements and all that, and they don't want to buy a company that's hemorrhaging from the get-go. They're going to lose money on that one.
Well, let's put it this way: WCW was hemorrhaging money when Vince bought them.
Mhm.
He picked
Yeah.
the right moment. And the thing about it is that Vince is watching, and he's sitting up in his office there at Titan Tower or whatever the hell they call it now.
Okay.
And he's sitting there going, "I'm going to wait, and when the time is right, I'm going to buy that out, sell all the equipment, sell all the sign the cherry pick the talent that's worth a damn, and shit can the rest."
He's essentially waiting for GFW to be worth about $500,000 or something. I don't know. I mean, he waited until WCW was worth like $2.5 million, which is ridiculous. Like, think about WCW. Like, he bought it for $2.5 million. Like, it's crazy how cheap he got out of it.
Yeah.
He's going to do the same thing with
And
GFW.
Bischoff and his investment group are going to pay over $6.5 for it.
That's a surprising thing in and all of itself.
Yeah, and he got it for $2.5 because I guess Vince cut a check and said, "Here you go. This is my offer. You want it or not?"
And they want to get rid of it. They want to get rid of WCW.
Right? Anthem is in the same, and Anthem right now sounds like it's in the same position as Turner was. AOL Time Warner was in the same. So I say I give it maybe a year before a year or less, and Vince will have it.
It's TNA, so you never know. It can last two more days. It can last 2 more years. I don't know.
I say I give it a year before Vince makes a solid offer, or makes an offer on it.
I can see that. I can see that.
But
And
even if
Anthem
Vince
probably
doesn't make an
don't
offer,
want to get out from under it because they're losing money.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we've already said this plenty of times. If a nuclear holocaust happened in the world, the only 3 things that will survive are cockroaches, Twinkies, and TNA.
Yep, we have said that.
Oh my goodness!
Thank you, Sal, for that. That was Sal. I originally said that.
Yep. But anyways, not covering no disqualification back again.
Let's go back to
with Ono and Itami, since we have a long segue on that one. I think, quickly speaking, this is a hard-hitting match. Number 1. Number 2, the conclusion was
What a letdown!
Weird.
It was a letdown.
What a letdown.
It was a weird match in general. I mean, not a lot of no DQ stuff.
Yep. Not a lot of no DQs, because even though it is a no disqualification match, there's only that one spot where Hideo Itami got his balls sacked by Ono.
Well, the chair came in the ring and was used a little bit, but not like it's normally used, where one wrestler beats the holy shit out of the other one with a chair.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I would say, if I give it a grade on this match, it's a B. But the only thing that I'm disappointed in, and I will nitpick this off consistently, is that the ending was, I don't know, the ending was underwhelming, to say the least. Because these 2 men need a win. Even though Ono won, what's the payoff for Ono winning? Is he going to move up? Is he going to move down?
I had no idea.
Especially with the arrival of the 3 men that I said earlier on: Cole, Fish, O'Reilly, and Drew McIntyre.
And the UK guys.
Drew McIntyre, even. Yeah, and the UK guys, if they wanted to slot the UK guys into the NXT scene.
Well, their next week, Pete Dunne is
Yes,
on.
he is.
Yes, he is. But here's the thing. These 2 men are not moving anywhere. These 2 men have nowhere to go. Where either of these 2 heads next is not so clear. The match is fine. Yeah. The only thing that I'm worried about is the finish and where they're gonna head off next. That's all
I would say the right guy won. I think Ono had to win, because I think Itami. What else can you do with Itami? Ono, at least he can do some stuff because he's a great wrestler. and they haven't shown it yet.
Tommy has one big problem.
Mhm.
He can't stay healthy.
Yeah. That's the
That's a big
unfortunate thing. That's the unfortunate thing.
And he is 35, 36.
Yeah.
He's saying he wants respect. Well, I understand that. I respect the man as a wrestler because he's been around as long as he has, and his quote unquote strong style, which is he doesn't hold a candle to Nakamura as far as I'm concerned.
No.
Well,
has caught up.
Still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Has caught up to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is an example where a talent has unfortunate setbacks that he himself can't control. Because he gets injured again, and then he gets healthy, and then he gets injured again, and then his layoff is very long. So when he comes back again, looking healthy and fit, time for him has passed by at a long rate, and a lot of things has happened since then. I mean, he debuted at what?
2014.
Yeah, he debuted at 2014, and
3 years ago this Monday.
Yeah, and only this year, or I think this year where we see Hideo Itami performing a little bit consistently most of the time. Yeah.
Well, it's the longest he stayed healthy, I think, in NXT.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, on a quick closing note, I think it's a good week for NXT. It's a good NXT episode. You don't need to miss it. If you skip it, it's fine. But I think the most people will talk about the NXT episode this week is the main point where Asuka relinquishes the title. So there's that.
Yeah, the Asuka stuff.
Yeah, and if I wanted to place a grade on it, I think I'll just put it on a solid B.
I'm excited for next week. I'll say that much.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Dunne and Wolfgang, that's gonna be a great match.
And what would happen with the NXT title? What would happen with the NXT Women's title?
Not just in the tag match they got.
Mm-hmm.
Billie Kay and Peyton Royce against Ruby Riott and whoever her partner is.
Yeah,
she doesn't have a partner just yet.
Yeah, she's gonna look.
That's gonna be interesting.
Who knows? Who knows whether she might spring Dakota Kai up and join back again?
Oh, I would love to see that.
Who knows?
Team Slap Happy 2.0.
Yep, Team Slap Happy 2.0. Way back from Shimmer Wrestling, guys. Way back.
You know what I want to see? Slight hint from the Mae Young Classic because those two fought each other in the tournament. I want to see the reformation of Team Kick with Dakota Kai and Rhea Ripley.
Both of them are in the main roster, in the NXT main roster, so who knows?
Yeah, and both of them are like hellacious kickers. So,
like I said on last week's tweet,
I would love to see that.
Like I said on one of the tweets, these two women knock each other's faces off.
The snot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's quickly move on. NXT out of the way.
Yeah.
NXT out of the way.
Yep.
Let's move on to
go Raw.
Yeah,
sure. Let's do Raw.
Sure, let's do Raw. Wrap up. Quick wrap up on a lot of things.
Raw was Raw, in my opinion, was a subpar show this week.
It was okay.
Comparing to SmackDown, yes. Comparing to SmackDown this week.
Comparing to what Raw's been putting out lately.
This
week show
there's some good stuff.
Was down. I mean, it had its moments, but it was not the consistent. They didn't really move any stories along.
Okay. I can see that. True. Because we've seen Braun Strowman sending a message. Jeff Hardy challenged The Miz for this week for the Intercontinental Championship. Okay, moving quickly along. John Cena battled. Please.
The only good thing about that Miz Hardy match is that the Miz Taraj got kicked from the side, but so did
Matt Hardy.
Matt, thank you. But so did Matt.
At least they were,
At least they weren't involved in the finish.
Maurice was involved.
Maurice is his wife. Okay,
I've come to expect Maurice sticking her nose where it don't belong.
True that.
But she didn't climb up on the ring and cause a miss. All she did was grab Miz's arm and shake it to tell him move. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, what was that? Anyway.
He wasn't blatantly involved with interference like spraying shit in someone's eyes or
Okay.
Causing a
I mean,
referee distraction so Miz could do something illegal or, that kind of crap.
uh-huh.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, okay. Since we're gonna talk about that one again. I mean, the match had happened a decade ago. I mean, here's my point. If a match had happened earlier, like several years back, could have been a show stealer. I mean,
Jeff Hardy and
this
The Miz?
Yep. I will dare
I'm
say
not
this.
sure.
I
The
will
Miz
dare
was
say-
not very good back then.
Oh no,
Well, he
I'm
beat
not
the
talking.
Undertaker back then, didn't he?
Yeah,
When? 2000 when?
The Miz did beat the Undertaker back then.
Yeah, but he was not very good in the ring. I'll say that. It's
No, he
decent
wasn't.
He's
now.
not. He's not. He's not very good at the ring. But the only point that I take is that he can sell you a match and sell you a match right
Yeah.
when he's fighting inside it. So there's that.
Yeah, he could sell ice
I
to an
mean-
Eskimo. Okay.
Mhm. And Jeff Hardy, I mean, he's
Jeff Hardy, in my opinion, working as a single, has lost a step or two.
but
Well,
here's
he's
the
in
thing.
his 40s now.
Yeah.
Right?
But here's the thing. He has incredible longevity despite the things he does to his body.
Yeah, he's not really
Yeah.
been injured his entire career that I know of. He's not had a major injury. He's kind of got the Ric Flair
He
genetics.
kind of has the he does. But yes, correct. As Jeff Hardy is now, he's still very talented, but yes, a step slower. Definitely
Yeah.
showed in this match.
For sure.
I mean, for sure. Every single thing that he did for his body just to entertain, it showed in this match. I mean, come on. At least he makes up for both of these men make up for the shortcomings with in-ring charisma, sympathy for the crowd, as well as Miz selling off to the crowd as well, just by healing himself up. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, plus I think both of these guys are cool in wrestling landscape. I mean, the finish.
Jeff Hardy's still
Allows for the
valuable.
art-
He's still valuable to the WWE.
Yes. I mean, the finish, I think some people would argue that Hardy would have won the title without Maurice's involvement, but I think it's fairly definitive. Miz is going to be the Intercontinental Championship, racking up the days. Jeff Hardy's not going to win it. It's just
Yeah.
All right,
Wait.
then who's going to dethrone Miz is the question. Who do we see on the roster, on the Raw roster, that could actually dethrone
think for a
Miz?
second.
And
I got to think for a second.
I could see Finn Balor. I could see Finn doing it.
I can see him,
could.
yes.
I could, but he's still tying up loose ends with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
He's still
That's another-
he's still having
What the hell did that promo mean?
I mean, okay,
Okay.
he's
Yeah,
still
Bray
having a yandere relationship with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, but what the hell did Bray's promo mean? I did not understand any of it.
You're
Well,
not the only
here's-
one.
Jesus. What drivel?
I mean, okay, just just to wrap it up, I think here's
I could see Seth Rollins maybe winning
maybe.
beating the Miz.
But he's
If they drop the tag titles at some point.
I don't see that happening
He's
for
already-
a while. I don't see that happening for a while for the simple fact that right now that tag team of Ambrose and Rollins is way too hot.
Here's the thing, though.
Number one.
They
Number
really
two.
want to. They really want to make all those guys Grand Slam champions: Ambrose, Reigns, and Rollins.
Why not?
And
probably
yeah,
why not?
Rollins. The only belt he's missing is the IC title.
Right. Now let's see. What title is the Roman missing? He's had the tag. He's had the world.
He's had the US.
Mhm.
He's had the US. He's missing the IC title.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Roman the same.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the
But right
thing,
now,
though. Ambrose and-
Dean Ambrose is what? It was like the 21st, I think, and he's like the
Grand Slam.
Yeah.
8th, I think.
No,
8th.
there's more than that. I had it the other day. I pulled it up.
21.
21st, I think, right? I can look it up.
I'm looking at that as well.
Let's see. When you are looking up, have 16 wrestlers have been recognized as WWE Grand Slam winners
He's a
Current format says 8. Current format.
because current
Wiki-
format says it. Yeah,
Yeah, current format says 8, but if you look at Wikipedia, that's where I go.
4,
Yeah. Wikipedia says. I went to Wikipedia too.
4, 5, 6,
Mm.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 18. Basically, we have 18.
Yeah, he's
Or
the 16th and youngest. Yeah, Ambrose became the 27th Triple Crown champion and the 16th and youngest Grand Slam champion, and is the only Shield member so far to have completed it.
Shout out to Jay for forcing us to go to Wikipedia to look this up when we should have had notes for this. I don't know who this guy's name is. Let me just Google Wikipedia him up right now.
That was a whole Shane McMahon. She goes, "Who is this guy? I don't know who he is. I got to look him up."
By the way, Jeff Hardy, you mentioned him. He's one of the only 2 guys who have ever won all the titles necessary for the Grand Slam.
Yeah, he's the only Hardy boy that's got it.
Yeah, he's won all of them.
He's won all of them.
Like
Matt
all 7 titles.
Yeah. Matt hasn't won. Matt hasn't won the world. Matt hasn't won. I think he hasn't won the U.S. title. I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, back to Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. Should I touch this or should I not touch this? Because it's incredibly difficult to believe anything Wyatt says by now. It's hard to believe anything Wyatt says right now, because the promo, I think he's on the rambling side of it. I could kind of say that Bray Wyatt says that, "Congratulations, Finn, you defeated me, but your demon defeated me." That's it.
So we're getting Finn Balor, not the demon, against Bray Wyatt.
Who knows?
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay. Never mind.
MFers.
That's right. I'm thinking that too. I was thinking the same thing when you said that.
Die Hard.
That's right.
I mean, I've called this story out 3 weeks before SummerSlam came in, when they faced up. Why not Balor come out facing him as Finn Balor the person rather than Finn Balor Demon King persona?
So they want to promote the demon.
True, but this is a much better turnout because Finn Balor cementing himself as a winner by defeating Bray Wyatt as Finn Balor the person rather than Finn Balor Demon King shows that he doesn't really need to rely on the Demon King.
They should have done it in reverse. They should have Finn win first as Finn and then as the demon.
Exactly. They should have had Finn beat him. They should have had Finn beat Bray as himself first, and in that last match where Bray dumped a acidic liquid, aka
red paint,
aka stage blood. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Yeah.
That you should not have they should not have told everybody that the Demon King was coming.
Yeah.
That was the mistake. That was the mistake that WWE made, and when that was announced, everybody knew Finn was going over.
Yeah,
we all knew it.
I mean,
that was too predictable.
Here's the thing: the WWE has no subtlety. I remember I was listening to one of the old shows that the crew at the Wrestling Observer are going back and watching, but from '98, and they had Val Venis with a water pistol that looked like a male organ, shooting out some stuff. Like, a porn star, shooting DNA from a whatever. No subtlety in this company. And now you got the same thing with Finn Balor. I mean, do you have to mention that the demon is gonna come? Did you have to?
They kind of get excited. I think WWE blew their wad off too early on this one.
I agree.
They blew their wad off too early on this one. They should have kept the persona.
They were two pump chumps on that one. But anyway.
Let's move on.
I mean, I won't touch on the cruiserweight. I won't touch on the cruiserweight 6-man tag team match because that was a throwaway match for them.
That was a farce. It was a total farce.
That was a total farce. What else was on?
The women's stuff.
Women's stuff, to me, I think this week was okay. It was okay. It was okay.
The thing. I can see why they want to delay the Alexa Sasha rematch. Probably they want to go with the 4-way. I was surprised that Emma got the pin or got the submission, whatever it was. I thought it was gonna be Nia.
Okay.
Yeah, they get the 4-way. It makes sense. It makes sense. I love watching Sasha and Alexa interact with each other. Like they are. It's what they say. They remind me of Edge and Matt Hardy, in the sense that you can sense the tension between them, but they're keeping it professional.
Yes.
And it's great to watch. It's great to watch.
Yes,
I
it
agree.
is.
It was. Here's the thing, though. To me, I think it was interesting watching this tag match because it's a nice change of pace for one, and a refreshing addition to a story that has kind of finally sort of experienced a little bit of refreshment and rejuvenation, following all the repeat stuff we've seen across the summer with Raw.
Well, they have to move out Sasha at some point. They have to move her out of the title picture because she's going to be doing the horsewoman stuff.
Yeah, because of the rumors of the 4 horsewomen stuff. So yeah, true. But
the question I have is this: how can they do the 4 horsewomen stuff when Sasha and Bayley are on Raw and Becky and Charlotte are on SmackDown?
And it's promotional, like the MMA horsewomen have no brand. So, yeah, you call for a backup. They did it last year.
It could.
They did it SummerSlam last year with Lesnar and Orton.
Yeah. Okay. It's one of those. I think because the story here about the 4 horsemen, notwithstanding, it hasn't been ironed out. It hasn't really been fleshed to perfection or set out in stone.
It's coming on Tuesday.
Just that we don't know what's going to happen, especially with Bayley out of the picture currently.
I think she's gonna be back in time for Survivor Series. Like I heard some people say that her injury is like maybe 2 months, 3 months. So she might be back by Survivor Series.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, I mean,
it was an accident, people. It was an accident. I did not hurt her on purpose.
Okay.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Despite what people have said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I don't think Nia is very good as a wrestler, but I don't think she did it on purpose. She's not a bad person.
No.
She's not a sexy star.
Oh no.
Oh god, that's a whole other. Let's not go there.
That's a whole other 10-pound bag of shit that we've opened and then closed and then opened and then closed again.
I'm tired of smelling that. All I'm going to say is I'm going to make one addendum to the nuclear holocaust statement. We forgot that. It's Twinkies, TNA, GFW, and AAA.
Okay. If they continue to use Sexy Star. Okay.
Yeah.
Kinda. But anyway, I mean, here's the thing though. At least we get to see Emma again.
Yeah.
At least we get to see Emma slotted into something that's meaningful, rather than her being tossed out of the picture. Because we know how Emma works. We know that she's a talented.
She's a good wrestler. She's a very good wrestler.
Yes. I mean, but here's another interesting point. It was interesting watching Banks and Bliss play the heels.
Well, that's what they do best.
Because I
don't see them. I didn't see them as heels. I saw them more as faces.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I would assume Jax and Emma would cheat at every turn to earn the title shot. I mean,
yeah, but then again, Sasha would need to keep them out of the title match.
True. I mean, look. Hot tag. Most of the hot tags, most of the breakup of the pin, most of the bickering happens with Bliss and Banks because we thought that these two, because we thought that these two would be the faces, but then again, they're more promoted as heels.
I think in the Alexa Nia feud, I think Nia might be the face, as weird as it sounds.
Yeah, I said that when she did the drop her on her back like that.
Yeah, I think Nia's gonna be the face, so maybe that's why they did it.
Yeah.
Because she got a hell of a pop when she did that.
True.
Well, we'll see if that pop remains as we go on.
Yeah, but everyone saw that coming. I think because it's a long time coming. So there's that. Well, anyway, that was a fun match. That was an interesting match. I think solid, not spectacular, but just solid. Just good.
But the best match of the night was. That Monday Night Raw was the cage match. Strowman versus Show.
I thought Cena Jordan was really good.
That was
was
a good
good.
match.
But this one, my friend, this one was a war.
This one was a spectacle.
Yes.
This one was a spectacle. Fizz would have loved watching this. I mean, Fizz would have loved watching this because it's a spectacle in and of
It's
itself.
kind of what I said about. Remember, Taker, we were talking about last week about the NYC matches. You said Kairi Tessa was the best match. I said Abby Lathan and Jazzy Gabber was the best match, and I said that was the best spectacle. And Kairi Tessa was the best wrestling match. That's the difference.
That elbow. That elbow is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm just saying.
Before we touch
that's similar here. Cena Jordan I thought was the best wrestling match, and Big Show Braun was the best spectacle. The best.
I do believe so, but
I can accept that.
I can accept.
Yeah.
I do believe that so because in my personal opinion, I think this was an excellent way to wrap up your week of Raw. This was a bookend.
True.
This was
the right
perfect
main
bookend.
event. That was the right main event.
Yes.
And seeing Big Show come off the top rope with that elbow drop, something he hasn't done in about 15 years, tells me a lot about him being
lost a lot of weight.
Being in better shape.
Yep. I mean, my goodness, these two show a strong in-ring chemistry, and more importantly, they show an understanding of what fans want to see from two big guys their size in a match. They don't want.
Well, they've wrestled 3,000 times against each other, so yeah.
Yeah, and did anybody notice that Strowman at times was working from underneath?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Something he's not done yet until just this past Monday, and he did quite well from the underside, the underneath position, and when he had to do it, he did very, very well.
True. I mean, here's the thing though that comes out from it. What if Strowman actually does work from under when he faces Lesnar?
Nah, I don't think so.
That's gonna be interesting.
They're gonna switch around. They're gonna switch around a lot.
Same thing that happened in the show Strowman match. They switched back and forth for a while. Show was under, and then for a little while, Strowman was under, and that showed me a lot about Braun Strowman. He has progressed so much.
Oh yeah,
from when he first got there. When he first got there, he was so damn green.
He couldn't do a clothesline.
He couldn't do a clothesline right.
Yeah.
And now he's doing freaking superplexes off the top rope.
Yes, especially superplexing this
I noticed this, but I don't know if anybody else did. Normally when they do moves like that, the ring kind of gives a little bit. This ring wasn't giving.
They reinforced it. That's what they said.
Yeah, it was real. I didn't believe it until I saw that superplex, and I said, my God, the ring did not give.
Yeah, that was a hard one.
Yeah, it was. It was a hard one.
It was Lion's Den hard.
Yep. I mean, here's the thing coming out from it. Strowman looks like he can beat just about anybody on that one. Yep. I mean, coming out from this, Strowman looks like a world beater. You believe that he could beat Lesnar next time. He'd send Lesnar a message on this one. So there's that.
He showed it at SummerSlam too. He destroyed Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife still swears up and down Strowman was sent out there to purposely hurt
Lesnar.
Nah.
Yeah, but
I don't think so.
I mean, yeah.
Vince McMahon is not that crazy.
Okay, quickly touching on the rest of the matches I'm going to touch on the low points with Heath Slater, Rhino, Sheamus, Cesaro. That was a poor match, I think. This was nothing more than a squash. This was nothing more than a squash. That was the lowest point. I think that was the lowest point.
You have to do these matches, but you have to do them.
Aside from the Cruiserweight, this was some of the average, not good matches. And then you have the other tag match between Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And just a quick touch, I think this match was a fun one.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. And
it was a good match.
Yep, and this utilizes the Good Brothers a lot more better rather than how they utilized them last week. Last week was pointless. This week was fine.
The thing about him is
I still say that they need to get the club actually going. Get the Balor Club actually going and put the Good Brothers with Finn.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm turning Finn heel, though. That's the thing. And the other problem is the Good Brothers are just good brothers. They're not great brothers. I mean, they're not. They're solid. They're not great.
I'd like to see it.
Stuff or what have you.
I'd like to see them transition from being good brothers to being great because, yeah, I agree.
I'm talking about their in-ring stuff. Like they're not the best.
They haven't really showed what they're capable of because, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just saying.
Back from NJPW, back from even Luke Gallows was in WWE. They're not known for their wrestling prowess. They're more known for their wrestling antics, their charisma and characterism in the ring. And unfortunately, WWE hasn't really pulled them out from that, pulled it out from those two yet. Just that it's slowly.
The question is, are they being allowed? That's the key.
Yeah, that's a key because we don't know.
That old
the old question remains: are they allowed or are they not allowed? Who knows?
Right.
Anyway, at least they were. At least they were used better this week rather than last week. So
correct.
That's one thing. And then the last but not least, John Cena versus Jason Jordan.
I thought it was a pretty good match.
Solid match. I mean,
they're doing the right thing.
There was a thread there that I don't know if people noticed because they made mention of it. Cena debuted against Angle.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Okay.
And then, granted, Jordan didn't debut, but Cena and Jordan, the illegitimate son of Kurt Angle, is wrestling against Cena. Yes, he lost. Same thing happened with John Cena when he faced Kurt Angle. He lost.
Yeah. Hopefully they get Jordan over. I mean, they're going the right way, I think, at this point.
They are.
Big time opponents, and
when Jordan had Cena in the corner and took the straps down, that was the loudest pop I've heard for Jordan yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, but okay.
Except for when they won the tag titles in Chicago.
True. The only question I have for Jason Jordan is, what's the end game with him? Does he finally get a high-profile match, or just this is another case of just WWE trying to dangle us a bait?
To get him over.
Yeah.
The end game is to get him over.
If the end game is to get him over, he already is over.
Well, again, what I'm saying, even more over, and have keep pushing him like this, give him big matches against big opponents, and have him narrowly lose until he gets the big win.
So the biggest question remains: what will he do next? Will he go to the IC Intercontinental title?
I could see that.
I could see that. Yeah, could see that. Maybe not now. Maybe in a month or two.
I could see him in an IC match, possibly on the pre-show of Survivor Series. Because the IC title is not going to be defended on the main show, and neither I don't think the US title is either.
Well, they're going to be doing all the tag matches again.
You got to do it. They got to have a lot of tag matches. Yeah, that's
37 tag
matches. True. I mean,
anyway.
And then the bigger thing coming up from that is Roman Reigns interrupting John Cena. Yeah, Roman Reigns interrupting John Cena. I think it was refreshing. I think it was fresh. I think it was more natural.
Reigns was a lot better than last week.
But why? Yes. But what the question I have is this: why the hell did John Cena look at Roman's zipper, for Christ's sake?
I have no idea, man.
Come on, your zipper's down. No, it's broke, man. Big dog,
I got no idea what John Cena is thinking these days. I mean, he's in full-out burial mode.
I think he tried to embarrass Roman, and it didn't work.
Yep.
This time Roman was a lot better. It didn't work as much this time.
Yeah.
No,
Roman was a lot better.
Roman seems to be getting a hang of the ad-lib promo and doing quite a good job with it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good with ad-lib. He's down with the scripts.
Yeah. He's catching up with He's catching up with what Cena does on a daily basis. He's catching up. He's learning.
Although there's rumors out there that he lost a Twitter battle with him.
Ooh.
Many people lose Twitter battles with John Cena, to be fair.
50-50. 50-50, because you know how John Cena goes with Twitter wars. So there's that.
Yeah, but the thing about it is it really John or is it Nikki posing as John?
No,
Because Nikki Bella's
and
got 5 times the game what John Cena does on Twitter.
Well, again, we do know that Nikki Bella did burn Baron Corbin's nuts.
Oh yes, she neutered his ass.
She neutered his ass as well, alongside Dave Meltzer, for that matter.
Yep.
And your wife as well.
Yes.
And Motorola and everyone else, and the army guy and whatever.
Yeah.
And the concussion guy and.
Okay, I mean,
God,
fine. All right. A quick closing on this one. This was like Taker said, this was a kind of like a below par Raw when you want to compare with last week's.
What they've been doing for the past several weeks.
Yep. But again, it was a good show. It was a good show.
All right, let's move on to SmackDown, shall we?
Sure.
Yes.
Right.
In my opinion, the best show of the week.
The best show of the week, agreed, and a much better show for SmackDown. For SmackDown, a much better show for SmackDown.
Much improved show. Much improved.
I think
it was the best TV show of the week, I would say.
I think this week you're gonna have a lot of harsh words for SmackDown because Kevin Owens, my God, took uncomfortable shots.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
I mean,
I was mad. And that's, here we go again. You're going to say this, and I'm going to say it before you.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens is doing his job as a heel. He pissed off everybody.
Sure, agree.
I mean, yeah.
When do you hear Corey Graves say that's a little bit too much? You don't. Corey Graves is a heel commentator to the nth degree, and he said Kevin Owens crossed the line.
Yep.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it was wow. I didn't. You know that meme that says, boy, that escalated quickly. That was kind of how it felt.
I mean, here's the thing. I already told you 2 weeks ago. Kevin Owens is gonna snap. This is the moment where he snapped. I mean, my God, the things he says. Is it because your daddy didn't give you enough attention as a kid? Your entire family would have been better off.
I think that was average. By the end of the promo, that was average.
And the part where the entire family would be better off if you hadn't survived that crash, that was.
Oh my God.
That was a tad bit too far. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
Mr. Graves.
That was a bit uncomfortable.
That was.
I mean,
that was
the
harsh.
The beginning was okay. The beginning was standard back and forth, but slowly you could feel Kevin Owens cutting through Shane McMahon like with the big knife. This is me cutting you up right now.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It was bad.
It was bad. I mean, my goodness, man. Talk about a story that we kind of grown when we first heard about it. Kevin Owens facing Shane McMahon, because we argue a lot that, this is another McMahon slotting into another match that we don't want to see.
I don't mind it.
I'm not going to say that on this one. I mean, this one,
I know.
There's rumors out there. There's rumors out there right now that they're going to have a match at Hell in a Cell. It's going to be in the cell.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But hear me out. Starting from that, up until now, the story has been consistent. The story has been logical from the get-go. Every character's actions and emotions make sense. And slowly it builds up to this slow burn where we really want to see McMahon finally snap when Owens pushed a little bit too far. And this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens. Shane McMahon wailing on Owens, and backstage Owens suddenly threatening to sue McMahon, which was kind of comical in a sense, but steeped in reality. So yeah, okay. Yeah, this is what happens when you lay a hand on. This is what happens when a higher up lays a hand on your worker. Yeah, you get punished. So there's that. It was.
But next week now we have the return of Vince.
Next week they've stacked up that show. That show is good. It's a super show essentially.
I mean,
you got the tag title match. You got Naomi and Natalia. You got Mr. McMahon. You got
what a time!
You got AJ Dillinger again.
Yeah.
What a time!
Obviously,
What a
They
time
wanna
to
And then
build back
right
SmackDown.
after SmackDown is over, we have the live finals of the Mae Young. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's-
that crowd is going to be wound the hell up.
That's why they're doing it, because they want the biggest crowd they can. They
Mhm.
have to then take them to the network and
Yep.
have the
And
the
have the
whole thing.
finals. Yeah, and have the finals. Yes,
And because Mr. McMahon would be there to do the
and what a
whole
good
thing.
time! And what a good time to start back SmackDown being the better show. What a time to rejuvenate back SmackDown with this kind of thing. Even though it's kind of low bar on just to attract people to go see the Mae Young Classic Finals, I think it's fine. If it means giving SmackDown Live another great show for the next week, I don't really mind that, because
Yeah.
we've been having below par SmackDown Lives for about 3 or 4 weeks now. Something like
more
this.
than that. More than that.
Probably more
All
than
right,
that. Yes.
let's move along real quick because Jesus, we've been on almost an hour and 20 minutes already.
Okay.
We were going to make this quick
Okay.
discussion about the Mae Young, so let's move
Okay.
on to the main event of the evening.
Main event of the
Tuesday
evening.
We're
night.
not talking about the Carmella stuff? Jesus, that was another escalation.
that Carmella stuff was good, but I don't like the idea. I can only imagine what Cass was doing in his hospital bed. And was he really okay with all of this crap? You know?
Damn you,
I
Carmella!
don't
You're
know,
just
I don't
someone
know.
who looked worse than me.
I mean,
I don't blame you.
planting a kiss on chinless
Wonder. Chinless wonder.
chinless turtle. Just I don't. Oh no.
I mean,
No.
this is-
Wonder's a big
I kind of threw up in my mouth. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another harsh words for the hallmark of Tuesday SmackDown. I mean, the last part would be Dolph Ziggler insulting the South Dakota audience.
Oh,
No,
Jesus
the worst one. The worst one was Dolph Ziggler insulting Randy Macho Man Savage.
Oh, that's savage.
yeah.
That's really savage. I mean,
I was like, are you? Pardon my language, folks. Fucking kidding me?
Yep.
I don't blame you. I don't
I
blame
mean,
you.
quick
I
wrap
think-
up on that one.
I
How
think
can you
Ziggler's
build
leaving.
How can you build around a gimmick based on a lack of a gimmick?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you trying to say here, Ziggler? Are you trying to pander to the audience just to play John Cena, Randy Savage, and whatever, Naomi's entrance, even Naomi's entrance? Please, there's got to be something better that you can
And he
do.
nearly blew out his knee when he did Naomi's entrance.
Yeah, I saw that.
My goodness.
I think I heard the rumor that this might be his last feud.
Probably.
He's gonna
Who
feud,
knows?
he's gonna feud with Bobby Roode or something like that.
He's already creeping up. He's already creeping up on his mid-30s now, almost close to 40.
Yeah.
I think.
He wants to become a comedian, probably. I don't know.
Stand-up comedian. Who knows? Anyway, let's just quickly move on to that shit show of insulting the South Dakota crowd, please. I'm sorry.
I'm excited for Ty Dillinger and AJ Styles next week. I'll say that much. About the Baron Corbin
true.
and Ty Dillinger stuff.
True.
I'm excited for AJ and Ty. That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah. I mean, Corbin and Dillinger was solid. There's a lot of back and forth because I was surprised that even Dillinger can actually keep up with Baron Corbin, which is pretty surprising on anyone's end.
Dillinger's a pretty good worker, actually.
He's always been a great worker.
Yeah. A little bit bland after the 10 part, but the 10 chance after that, he's a little bit bland, but he's pretty good.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Give me a second.
I mean, it's a solid match, start to finish. Just not issuing an open challenge there is a disappointment. They're just pushing it just to kind of make a story with Corbin a little bit more interesting, I believe, for this triage of U.S. Open triage of the U.S. title being on the line with Styles, Dillinger, and Corbin. Okay, fine. I don't really mind that because at least it gives Baron Corbin something to do. What with all the rumors surrounding him now that we know of. So there's that. But I think the highest spot would be Randy Orton versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And
Great match of the night, in my opinion. Match of the night. Nakamura got Orton to show up.
Yep. Again, Orton shows up. Orton the worker shows up rather than Orton
the worker shows up.
Other than Orton
mailing it in.
Yes. I mean, yeah. it was an easy to predict result, but a quality match nonetheless. Because I mean,
guys, give me 5 minutes. I have to do something. I'll be
sure,
back.
never mind. Sure,
Okay.
sure, sure.
Apologies. Apologies.
It's okay.
No problem.
It's okay. I mean, this is a quality pay-per-view-esque match, but again, easy to predict because you're not gonna put Orton over Nakamura on this one, please. No,
No.
because we're not gonna go with the fourth Orton versus Mahal pay-per-view match. No,
No. What I
No.
liked though is we have never in the history of Randy Orton and the RKO seen someone counter.
Yep, Nakamura
And-
countering an RKO with a cross arm breaker. My God.
Yeah, that was I never would have expected that. It was so fluid and so flawlessly done. It was almost as if Nakamura had figured out a way to counter the initial grab.
Mhm. I
Because
mean,
he
I
ate
agree.
he ate the hung DDT.
He did, but he didn't eat the RKO, and the counter was beautiful in my opinion.
I mean,
I didn't
Jesus.
expect it. I didn't
I
expect
didn't
it.
either. I was like, holy shit. Where did that come from? Holy shit.
Mm.
I thought he hit the DDT and I'm like, shit, it's over.
Mhm.
It's done.
And then
And then all of
suddenly,
a sudden the cross arm breaker, which didn't get locked in, but still, fact
Still.
remains. It was countered.
yeah, Nakamura knows how to counter an RKO. That's the fact, and the fact remains that you can counter an RKO.
It's been proven now. It's been
Yeah.
shown.
It's been shown, exactly. And I love the quotes. I love the quotes. I love the words that people are saying. Even Jinder Mahal put up a fantastic quote, in my opinion. May the better man win, and may that man fall to the modern day Maharaja. My goodness, that was good.
The India stuff, I think they go there.
Yeah.
It's before Survivor Series. He's going to go over there as a champion. When he comes back, I think he drops the title to Nakamura at Survivor
Hopefully
Series.
so. Hopefully so, because
It's time. It's time.
We're overdue. We're long overdue with that one, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, not again like we say a lot of times. We're not knocking on Jinder Mahal's ability as a champion. Just that his title defenses are average to below par.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten any opponents with enough credibility. That's all I can say. Even Orton at one point is not really a credible opponent when you put these two together in the Punjabi prison match.
The best match, the match that I wish I could have seen, and it's going to piss off the IWC, and I don't care, was John Cena versus Jinder Mahal. That would have been a great match to see.
That would have been great. Yep. But then again, yes, they are slowly pushing John Cena away from the title picture for now.
Yep.
So there's that. I mean, and then there's a bevy of matches on SmackDown that were good, like Natalya versus Carmella. Mostly not because of the finish and all that, but just because of what happened after the match. Carmella roasting James Ellsworth, finally looking like he's getting his comeuppance, but then again was spoiled when Carmella smacks the lips out of James Ellsworth. Yeah.
Like I said, I almost threw up. I threw up a little bit in my mouth. So
and then here's the other thing: you have two heels going against each other. Natalya is a heel, or booked as a heel. Carmella is definitely a heel.
Natalya was more tweener in that match.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, looked to be booked as a heel, but yeah, a tweener. But I think that's why the audience kind of has a subdued reaction towards this, because that if you notice that the match, the crowd didn't really got up for this match. I mean,
no, not really.
It was a good match. Just that
a solid match, technically solid. Natty once again made Carmella look like $1 million, even though in the end she lost. I'm going to say it.
Okay,
Natty's a good thing right now. WWE, don't screw this up.
Yeah. And then last but not least, I think the worst spot is just Aiden English versus Sami Zayn, with English win by pinfall. Poor Sami Zayn. When he did one great deed, he gets rewarded with this. There has to be a better way to use Zayn's talent. I mean,
There has to be. I mean, He hasn't had a really good solid match since
Nakamura and Zayn and NXT Takeover.
Yes. Oh my God. That was 30 minutes of
hands down.
That was 30 minutes of nothing but two guys kicking the living shit out of each other.
And this match between Aiden English and Sami Zayn doesn't really push.
I can see the one person in the nightly who, we get on him about a lot of stuff, but I can see his point about Sami Zayn, and I've admitted so.
Okay,
but they're booking Sami Zayn as a clown. I'm sorry, and I don't know why.
I mean, it's
even
with that.
Cripps' guys, is it because?
I don't know whether it's either one of Cripps' guy or what he is or what he was back then as the Indies, but if you want to compare that, Kevin Owens didn't really receive the same amount of treatment, and he's better booked than Sami Zayn.
Exactly.
It's miles apart. It's miles apart.
They are.
I mean, I don't know. It's questionable. It's a great mystery that you can't really solve because Zayn's talent is much better than this that he has currently. So there's that. So I'm afraid that we can't really answer that question for a long time. Why has Sami Zayn been booked like this?
And the funny thing about it, who haven't we seen in a while either? Mike and Maria.
Ooh. Yeah, this is the second week that we haven't really seen Mike and Maria. But rumors aside, where people are saying that creative has already quickly soured on both these two, I don't know. But who knows? They're just putting them off for next week. Questionable. But hey, it is what it is. It is a better show in my opinion this week on SmackDown. It was better, miles better.
Yes.
And if next week, Bexley says, it's going to be a stacked week. It
is a stacked show. You're getting 3 championship matches.
It's going to be a stacked show. I believe that will be again another great outing for SmackDown on next week. A breath of fresh air, in my opinion. It's a better show.
Well-deserved breath of fresh air.
Yes, well-deserved breath of fresh air. And yes, again, SmackDown is a better show than Raw this week, but not to knock on both because both of them are good this week. It's solid. It's a solid week. Anyway, let's touch on the big elephant, the big white elephant in the room that we missed. We got Mae Young Classics.
Oh yes.
San
Great
Actually, who's going to be gushing about it. I mean, we're already going to start gushing about it.
Yeah,
episodes 5 to episodes 8. My God,
what a series of matches those were.
here's the thing. I even commented, please. I think on episode 6, episode 6 or episode 7. Please, no more matches. I'm already chock full of wrestling this week. Oh wait, there's more.
Yes. I mean, it was just all 4 of those episodes, and I binge watched them on Wednesday, and I was stuck.
Oh my goodness!
In my chair for the entire time. I was like, my God! And there were matches that triggered emotions with me, and it's
I'm back.
Okay. We just started talking about the Mae Young.
Yeah, fucking boxes.
Okay, what was the match that got you emotional again this week?
The former Marine.
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans versus
Lacey Evans. You see, and a few of you know, I am a former Marine myself.
Yes.
So she was my sentimental favorite from the get-go. Another one that tweaked my emotions a bit was the Shayna Baszler.
Mia Yim or Candice LeRae?
Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae, yes.
Okay. I didn't like the way it ended, and I didn't like the way Shayna Baszler was acting, but playing a heel. Hold on. I wasn't finished. Don't jump don't jump down my throat with both feet.
Okay.
Damn it, boy.
Calm down, boy.
I said, you know, I didn't
Mhm.
like the way it ended, but Shayna Baszler being a heel persona, I
Mhm.
can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Um,
definitely see it.
and then having Johnny Gargano in the ring,
That added a lot of extra
Yeah,
few layers of
that added a
story.
lot. That added a big layer, a lot of layers to it. And if Shayna Baszler is signed by NXT, which I believe she is, that will be an interesting.
I don't
That
think
would
Yeah,
she's
be
that
an
going
would be
to
an
interesting
interesting.
storyline.
I don't think she's going to NXT if she's signed. But
Well,
we'll see. We'll find out. We'll
because
find out.
because WWE is going to quickly rush this Four Horsemen versus Four Horsemen.
Well,
So
see,
of course,
but one of the greatest matches was the Mercedes Martinez against Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler,
That
yes,
was great. That was great.
You know, and all her matches previous, Baszler wouldn't shake hands or anything. She did
No.
with Mercedes.
she did shake hands. She did.
And at the end, she gave Mercedes a big hug. I mean, you could see it. You could see the respect between those two.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like we're gonna have after Shayna's done with the Horsewoman stuff, we may get the trifecta. Which
Who
is
knows
Shayna.
if they wanted to sign Savoy again, which I don't know
Yeah.
whether they signed.
They
But
should.
if they wanted to sign a trifecta, yeah, they could do that. But
I mean, she had a tryout last year when she tore her ACL in that tryout. So
True.
yeah,
true. I mean, like I said, high spots where one of them is actually Mercedes Martinez versus Shayna Baszler. Episode 8 is flat out one of the best episodes you could watch on an NYC. Sans probably September 12th, who knows? Because yes, I'm gonna be heavily biased on Kairi Sane, especially in her match between Bianca Belair. That one
Oh,
was
oh my god!
that
Oh
one
my-
made me go. That one made me go oh a lot, especially when Bianca pulled out the whip, whip hair. I mean, my goodness, did Kairi Sane sell off that shot like a shotgun to her gut?
Yeah, that
Yes.
hurt. That hurt. That hurt to watch.
I mean, hair whip to the chest, cracked off across. I mean, you could actually hear the crack, and then she wails on her again and again and again and again. My God. But here's the thing: I am hugely impressed with Bianca Belair, and I think Bexley, you would agree with this heavily on this one as well.
Yeah.
Because coming in, I did not know much. I did not know much about her other than her being a former track star, but she is a star in making. She really is a star in making.
No doubt about it.
I mean, my goodness, did she
She's got
show
the
up? I mean, did she show up with a 450 splash on the end? My God.
That was easy. That she could have gone 630 with that one.
Yeah. I mean,
She
my
could've gone
goodness, you
630.
didn't know that she could do a 450 splash before she puts it in. I mean, my God.
I could guess it.
again-
She's a freak of an athlete.
Yep.
They did the whole NXT combine thing about a couple of weeks ago, and she was first or second in every event.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, yeah, you can see that because she's a former track athlete and all that. But my goodness, did she show up when she's fighting Sane? Of course, Kairi Sane is Kairi Sane. Again, I'm
Obviously.
biased at her because she's very charismatic coming into the ring with all
That's
the pop
the former.
circus.
That's the former Hojo, correct?
Yes, that's the former Hojo.
The cutest pirate in the world.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. The cutest pirate in
It's
the
just,
world.
it's just a shame that we're gonna have to wait to see an Asuka Kairi Sane match.
Yeah,
It will happen at some point. It will happen at some
Yeah.
point.
And even I think if I want to go on a light segue on it, it's an even more shame that Io Shirai is injured.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
She was gonna sign. She was gonna sign with WWE, but then
she had that
with
injury,
her neck.
which was disappointing because if not,
Yeah,
we could have seen both Kairi Hojo and Io Shirai going in the NYC, which was
I don't think Io would have made it to the NYC. I think she was too late.
okay.
She could have been the later introduction.
That's one. Okay. That was one of the people that I was impressed. The second was Rhea Ripley. She's 20 and she's kicking people's head off.
Chris's girl.
yeah.
Chris's girl. Yeah. Chris's girl.
There is a lot of good talent in that.
It's some ridiculous talent.
Yeah, man. Like we said when we talked about the Asuka thing at the end, of NXT the other night.
Mm-hmm.
You see the roster come out. And you see the women from the Mae Young. Those of us that have watched the Mae Young, you see those people standing up there on the stage, and you go, yes, the women's division's in solid hands.
Mm-hmm. Just when you look at all the girls who are in NXT and have not even showed up in NXT, like Kairi, like Dakota Kai, Abby Lath, Sarah Logan. You didn't even talk about the Sarah Logan Mae Young match last week. That was great. Yeah. That was a great match.
We skipped that one, and I already gushed it on Taker. Yeah,
you did. And I was like, God, I even said, "Oh my God, how the hell did we miss that?"
Yeah, I loved Sarah Logan. I loved her a lot.
All these Mae Young Classic matches, every one of them, it's been a 3.5 to 4.5 star match. Every stinking one.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially from the second round and forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, second round, quarterfinals, and semifinals. Every one of them has been a 3.5 to 4.5 star match. Yes. You saw in the first round, you saw a lot of matches where where the competitor's shortcomings showed, but over the time, I don't know how quickly they trade.
Well, you got a lot of newbies though in round one. I mean, you had Tanaka.
I mean, but that even at Zia Lin, that Chinese wrestler,
Zia Li,
yeah. That was her first match ever. She did not look like a green-ass rookie.
Oh, no.
She shows she's got potential.
She's got huge potential.
She's got huge upside, very huge upside. But what I'm saying is you look at the first round matches all the way to the semifinals, the mistakes that were being made in the ring were becoming less and less and less.
True.
Well, there was one big one in the semi.
Yeah,
with Kairi
and Tony, where Kairi crashed her head on the apron.
No, I don't even talk about that one. When Tony went for the top of leg drop, and I don't know what happened. She just landed on Kairi's head.
Oh, that one.
I think Kairi got concussed from that one.
I think it's more because Kairi at that time was a little bit concussed and still was out from it. So there's that argument on that one.
Or she rolled the wrong way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, hell, seeing Kairi eat the damn ramp and leave a mark on her face with that cross body.
Still,
Japanese girls have that issue lately. They hitting the ramp. I mean, Asuka did it. That match with Nikki Cross.
Oh, that match, 5 stars. Nikki Cross.
that match was fantastic. Oh, I love Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross versus Asuka in the last woman standing match of the year, 5 stars.
Takers match of the year, 5 stars. Takers match of the year, 5 stars.
It was fantastic.
And here's one surprising Mae Young attorney that I like as well. Last week I sounded her off. This week I'm impressed with her. Piper Niven.
Yeah. Piper's really good.
But the only thing about Piper, she gets gassed so quickly.
Yeah, but
not so much this week.
It's not noticeable in this week. Yeah.
Maybe against Tony, but that was her second match of the night.
But I think her strength shows when she fought off against Serena Deeb. That one was beautiful because she's working against someone who's relentless, who is trying to get a win against a much bigger, much heavier, and a more stronger opponent. And my God, I always love to see Michinoku drive her again. And that was beautiful.
Here's the thing. There's a reason Piper is a champion in Stardom right now. Okay? She's pretty good. For someone her size, she's ridiculously athletic and agile. So she's really, really damn good.
True.
Yeah. So I'll give her that, but she's still
quickly gassed out, but
she is. You can see
she works a different style though, I think there.
True.
She works a slower style over there.
I mean, here's the thing. I already sounded this off. On Twitter. Watching Piper Niven kind of reminds me of Iron Mike Sharp back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Look him up.
I've heard some good stuff about him. I'm good.
Because it kind of reminds me of Iron Mike Sharp with her grunts, with her groans, and with the way that she works. She works a slow pace, but she works a slow and strong pace. And yet,
every move she hits is got impact.
yeah. Every move
You know,
she makes.
a good match for her. A good match for her, for Piper Niven, believe it or not, would be Nia Jax.
Hopefully, if they could,
we'll
if they replicate Braun Strowman versus Big Show, because that's what I want to see. Two women.
I think they could. I think those two really could. Give them time.
We'll see. I think it would be easier to do that with Jazzy than with Nia. Like Nia tries to be like scary and tough and whatever. I don't know if she can. Jazzy's a savage.
I have better plans for Jazzy.
One of the things I could say about Nia is this, and I'm going to use a Peter Mayhew,
reference. Okay.
Reference. And for those of you that don't know who Peter Mayhew is Chewbacca from the original Star Wars.
Yes.
And he's been Chewbacca most of the Star Wars time. Seeing, he is a huge man. He's big.
Yeah.
And big, he was always taught big person can hurt a little person. And I see a lot of that with Nia. A lot of the things she does, I think deep down she don't like doing the power moves and stuff like that, because if she does it wrong, she knows that she can actually injure somebody.
I feel that. Yeah, she's someone that I don't know if there's something that happened with her. I don't know. Where she injures someone and she's afraid of doing it again. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, that could be it.
I could agree. I mean, going through episodes 5 to episodes 8, I could see most of the favorites going through. Most of the surprising favorites like Piper Niven going through as well. The underwhelming, I think, would be Princess Asuka.
That hurt me.
I didn't expect her to.
Yeah. That hurt me too, because as a respected veteran and a respected luchadora, it's not that her veterancy or her experience should be her downfall, but the matchup against her and Mercedes Martinez doesn't really click to me.
No.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Mercedes was keeping herself with Shayna, I think. I think she was saving herself with Shayna for that big match. And I mean, she was right.
Mercedes looked like she was mailing it in on that match. She knew she was going over and went through the motions.
Here's the thing. Mercedes was working 3 matches though that night. Was to work 3 matches. So and she's 36, 37 years old herself. So
Princessa Suhei did 2 matches. Princessa Suhei did 2 matches that night, and she's 41. What's the difference?
One. That was the next night. She did not.
True. She did. Suhei won the first match and lost this one on the next following week.
She won the first one. She was in the first match on the first night, and then she lost in the second night.
Yeah, true.
Mercedes worked 3 matches. This was the first of 3 matches for Mercedes that night.
We could speculate on that one because I'm really sure.
I just think she was trying to pace herself a little bit.
No. Probably just on that one, or just that Mercedes knows she's going over. It's just that I feel like there's nothing.
Mercedes is not the kind of person that would mail it in when she's winning.
True.
She's a veteran. She should know better.
Yeah, again, true, but I don't know. I'm not really sure on that one most of the time, I guess.
I think she was saving herself for the Shayna match. Yeah. And to be fair, the match with her and Abby was pretty good too.
Match between
Mercedes and Abby.
Yeah, sure.
That was a pretty decent match.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, Mercedes Martinez surprisingly sold the injury on the shoulder on that match against Abby Lath, and then carried it over when she faced against Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. So.
By the way, since we mentioned Abby, it's kind of underrated, but Abby and Rachel was really good.
Yes, it was.
It was.
I was disappointed to see Rachel lose.
And
thankfully, Rachel got a chance to show what she could do. Because that first match, I don't know, it didn't work with her and Marty Bell. But with her and Abby, that was great.
Most likely it's because of Marty Bell's kind of like overexcitement over the thing. Me and Takers already said that last week. Probably it was that or just emotions running through. Who knows? Yeah. But I said,
Marty Bell was going way too fast. That was the problem. She was trying to rush everything.
She was trying things and it wasn't working.
But
It's enough.
yes,
That was the worst.
like you said, yeah. But yes, like you said, I agree with the match. Abby Lathe and Rachel Evers. Yes, Rachel Evers gets to showcase her power moves and her strength. Yes, I love it. I love it. And I'm surprised that we haven't really touched on Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai. I mean, these two, my God,
what a
these
match!
Two.
Two of the biggest baby faces in the world.
Yep, two of the biggest Uber baby faces.
They did not face each other though.
No. But two of the biggest Uber baby faces, number one, and two of the biggest Uber baby faces who can sell emotions out. Because these two, when they're
everybody has noticed that my wife was sitting there watching Dakota Kai with one of the matches. She says, she looks a lot like Bailey. I said, no kidding. Everybody's talked about that.
She has the facial expressions like Bailey.
She does.
She does, but
they could be sold as sisters. They could be separated at one point. Put up for adoption or something or other. Because I mean, Jesus H. Christ! You look at them; they look so much alike.
I don't know. Bailey does not have an Oceanian accent.
No, I know, but if you look at the faces, if you look at the
especially when Dakota Kai wears the flowery gear that she has.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, this is Bailey's long lost sister. Yeah.
And Candice LeRae just the biggest baby face. It's just I don't know.
I mean, how can you not hate? How can you not love? I'm sorry. How can you not love Candice LeRae every time she comes out and with that big smile on her face? I mean, oh my God.
She's like,
Johnny Gargano.
I just love being here. I just love being here.
Yes,
and the crowd.
She's an American sweetheart.
Yeah, and the crowd is chanting a knockoff of something.
Candice Wrestling.
Yes.
Candice Wrestling.
Yeah, because everybody knows she's married to Johnny Gargano.
Yep.
And she's a damn good wrestler. She's been around for a long time.
And let's not forget, she's one of the wrestlers who faced Kevin Owens. She's also one of the wrestlers who faced the Young Bucks and got her face full of blood.
Well, didn't she? Isn't she the only woman to win the PWG World Heavyweight Championship?
Not World Heavyweight, World Tag, I think.
Yeah, she won the World Tag, and she's the only woman to win a man's title in PWG.
Yep, she is.
Maybe I think so.
She is the only one. She's the
only one. They make a mention of it in the commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I didn't pay attention to the commentary, to be fair.
I take it you don't like Jim Ross.
No. I grew up as a big fan of Jim Ross. It's just
here's the thing, though.
Like he's slow and just not reacting very well.
Yeah, but here's,
that's always been his style.
Yeah, that's always been said. Number one, number two. I think
it worked back then. It doesn't work now. It doesn't work with the tournament style. That's the thing with me. It doesn't really work with the tournament style.
I think that's where I can argue with you with that one, because on a tournament style, on a standpoint, you have time limits. You have, if you notice, you have time limits, and you have got the pacing, and you have to tell a story. And yes, you need the level-headed, calm, collected voice of Jim Ross, for example, just to kind of segue yourself throughout the match. The only critic that I could give with Lita and JR is that they're still new. The pairing is still new to this, and
the chemistry's not quite there. They did not
have chemistry.
Yes,
they did not have very much chemistry.
Number two,
not there yet.
Yes, number one. Number two, you have to remember that JR is coming into this with a fresh perspective, kind of in a sense. Because let's remember, he just did NJPW calling out NJPW with Josh Barnett, and then before that, I think he didn't really do a lot of commentary for.
He did do a little bit with the UK stuff.
Yeah, true. Number one, and number two, let's not forget he did lose his wife a few months back.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah. I'll say this.
Go ahead.
If we could get Jim Ross from 2004, 2005 today for the tournament, it would be awesome. I will say that, because I'm a big Jim Ross fan from back then. I think he's a little bit past his prime at this point.
I could agree on the call.
His voice brings you prestige when you're doing something, because it's Jim Ross. It's that voice, that recognizable voice or what have. I just don't know if a few years ago would have worked a lot better. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, I look at it like this, okay? I will say this, and I will bring up a name of a commentator that was the dean and the godfather of most of the commentators today, and that's Gordon Soley.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, Jim Ross is in the same grouping and category as
No doubt about
Gordon
No
Soley.
doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
Gordon Soley was the way he would say, he never called them suplexes, he called them suples.
Yeah.
That was his one thing.
Yeah.
I used to sit there and go, what the hell? And then they're called a suplex, but I would sit there and yell at the TV, no, it's a damn suplex. And he kept saying suplex, and I got used to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Gordon Soley was a great commentator. So was Lance Russell.
Yep. True.
Jim Ross is in that same grouping. Those three men, Michael Cole, forget it. Michael Cole will never get it.
He will never get there, but I think he's too criticized. I think he's shown that he can actually be pretty good.
True.
Yeah,
When he's not being feeding lines into his headset, yes, he can be good.
Well, there was one person that made Michael Cole look really, really good. One color guy he had with him that made Cole look really good. That was Jerry Lawler.
Oh, pairing between
I would say the SmackDown. It wasn't SmackDown with Taz and JBL. He was pretty good back then.
But back then he was
2000s.
on a 3-man pod. Back then,
I preferred Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole.
Yeah, I prefer on the two commentator setup.
True that.
I don't like the 3-man booth.
The only I mean, let's get back to that. The only thing that I find kind of like grates me a little bit because of probably because I think the mistake happened just because of the lack of knowledge. But when Lita called Tony Storm's Muscle Buster a strong zero, that was wrong.
That's not exactly the Muscle Buster though.
No,
that's not exactly a Muscle Buster either, because she did a suplex just straight up into a pin. So yeah, correct. But again,
here's the thing: the Muscle Buster is not even really the real move. I mean, the real move is banned from WWE.
Yeah, true. You get over the Tyson Kidd incident.
Yeah, because
no, not even that. Not even that. The true move is like he sits down instead of falling back, and it's like just F you to your neck.
Oh,
Give me a second.
I did remember on that one, but hey.
But anyway, we've. The finals are set for Las Vegas next week.
September 12th. Please, September 12th, can you come earlier? I just want this over and done with and just celebrate whoever wins.
Yeah, you're going to have to change your bucket here pretty soon, aren't you?
Yeah. How many buckets do I need?
Well, either that or just take it and dump it and bring it back. There are just a few moves that are just F you to your neck and what have you. That is one of them.
Okay. Anyway, I enjoyed myself immensely on this one. I mean, sure, some of the new names that I found, like American Ninja Warrior star Casey Catanzaro coming in, and there's the other one, Bisebo. Who was her name again?
What's her name? Give me a second.
Shelby,
I remember.
Shelby Bisebo. She's from a tryout from Dubai, so that is. Though even those two appearing is for me it's interesting. So again,
Adib say so.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay,
something like that.
Okay, those two women, even with the addition of the NYC contenders, really make the NXT roster for the women's side a must-see again.
Well, here's the thing, though. Well, they can take their time with some of those girls, with Casey, with Atainara, with Isaiah Lee. They can take their time now with them.
Yep.
They don't have to rush them.
Yep.
Right. That's the good thing. We're getting some established veteran talent.
Yeah. Just bring in Kairi, Dakota, Sarah Logan, and be late, and you're good.
Talking about Sarah Logan, you're gonna have a kick out of this, Taker.
What's that?
She was once the Miz's makeup artist.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah, for one pay-per-view, yes, she was.
She
was a one pay-per-view.
And And
time.
let's also not forget, Sarah Logan has also been Kane's boss when she was running the concession stand.
Wait, for real?
Yes. Go
I
back
don't
and
remember
look at
that
it.
one.
Go back and look at it on YouTube. She appears right after about 16 or 17 seconds. Hello, hi, Kane. I'm your boss. And I got a
Goodness
kick out of
me.
watching it again. Hello, hi, Sarah Logan.
How old was she back then? She was like 20, 21.
Yep, she was young. Let's
She
not
was in
forget.
it. Wasn't she signed to? No, she was in the Indies back then.
She was in
Yeah.
the Indies back then.
She was Bailey's first opponent after she won the title.
Mhm.
She had Bailey's first match as a champion.
Yep,
That was 2 years ago.
yep.
Yeah,
Maybe
She
they're
is right
trying-
now 23. She is right now 23. She
Yep.
began her wrestling career in 2011 when she was just about 18, 17?
17 years old.
Yes, 17, as Crazy Mary Dobson.
Good old country strong girl from Kentucky.
I don't care what people say about her
She's also
accent
gonna be a
being,
big baby.
kind of overusing her accent or whatnot. I still love her.
No, I don't have.
She's
I don't
a-
have an issue.
She's a
I
wonderful
don't either.
character.
Southern accent on women is just like, oh,
I know
You
that
want-
argument.
you wanna melt my heart? Yeah, be a woman that's got a Southern accent. Yeah, I turned
Have
to
you
Jello. I turned to
Taker, have you-
Jello.
Taker, have
Yeah.
you even heard Sarah Logan talk, or even Sarah Logan talk to Kane for that matter?
Yes,
Even without the accent, you know she has the accent in there.
the voice is just like,
She's
Yeah.
sweet. She sounds
Butter.
sweet and still can kick your head off.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I'm gushing about Sarah Logan, but
Can we talk about the future plans now for Tuesday and stuff? What they're gonna do? Because now, with the NXT Women's Championship now vacant, what do they do now?
I say this. Okay, and I
Okay.
said this last week, and I'll reiterate it.
Okay.
Have the Mae Young Classic winner
Mhm.
be a contestant, could be a contender for the title. Run a tournament in NXT for the women to determine their contender, and the two of them meet at a takeover for the
Yeah, in
title.
Houston, in 2
Yes.
months. I agree with that. Either have a tournament or something like a battle royal or something like that. I don't know.
I'd like to see a tournament.
I'd like to see a tournament. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. They may have to use some group from the May as well in that tournament.
Yeah. You know,
But
they're going to
that's-
have Peyton Royce and Billy Kay in there. Nikki
Mhm.
Cross will be in there. Ember Moon will be in it. Ruby
Ruby
Riott.
Riott.
Mouth-watering.
I feel like
Mouth-watering.
if I can make a prediction for Tuesday,
Give me
I
a
think
second.
Kairi's.
Okay, go ahead.
I think Kairi's winning on Tuesday because they want to
okay.
do the Shayna stuff with the horsewomen.
But how?
I think
Is
it's
she going to win with the elbow?
I think so.
I just feel she kind of missed the elbow with
With Bianca. With Bianca.
No.
Tony or Bianca?
Tony. She kind of
Tony,
missed
yeah.
it.
No, she
kinda
hit on the elbow.
Yeah.
She hit on the back. She hit
Yeah.
on the back.
She-
No,
hit her with
no.
Bianca.
She hit the one. She missed the one with Bianca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with
She
Bianca.
landed when her ass landed on Bianca's chest.
At least she landed on her.
At least she
Yeah.
landed on something. But the one where she landed it on the back of Tony Storm, she held the leg for quite some time.
Oh my god!
Why are you
I
saying
started
I
crying.
love you? Saying I love you, but why are you hugging her leg? Please hug her, not her leg.
I started crying when I saw that.
That
Like,
was
she-
amazing.
it got
That's
so
one of the matches.
emotional.
Oh yeah, those
It
two.
got so emotional.
Those two. They have chemistry to burn.
And quick shout out to Tony Storm as well. Quick shout out to Tony Storm as well. I just know this girl for about 3 or 4 months. I just researched her stuff, and my goodness, can she sell off being disappointed, being surprised and shocked at everything that she does and fails.
Tony Storm
God.
is a future megastar.
She is.
She's got the wrestling, she's got the presentation, she's got the charisma, and she's 21.
Trips, if you're listening, sign that woman now.
Who knows? Maybe
Well, she's got some stuff with Stardom still yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
She may sign her
she'll
next
be
year.
maybe she'll be pulled along with Nixon Newell. Who knows?
Nixon's already signed. Nixon just got unlucky and tore her ACL.
Yeah. Nah, but anyway.
They've got some baby faces down there in NXT.
Should I, Taker, should I gush on or should we quickly wrap this up?
Gush on what?
Should we gush on
But
the
yeah,
Mae Young Classic more? Because technically speaking, we are close to last call by now. We are close to last call by now.
Yeah, so
We're right around 2 hours now.
Yeah, I think we can't really stop talking about this week's whole emotional roller coaster.
It was like I said, so many matches, and like I said, yeah, I had tears in my eyes at the end of the Kairi Sane Tony Thorne match because both of them put their hearts out there.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I already got Bexley's prediction for Tuesday. What say you, Taker? Who's gonna win?
Sane.
Sane.
Gotta be.
Okay.
Gotta be.
It has to be. Shane has been booked like done from the UK tournament. Which is like she's a big heel, she's beating up people, what have you. And what happened today? He lost in the final.
But seeing Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane at the top of the ramp.
That was kind of adorable, actually.
With the stare down going on, and you could see it. Shayna Baszler has total disdain for Kairi Sane, but in the same sense, Kairi Sane's got the same disdain for her, and she's like,
totally.
"You're going to be like, you're going to be surprised to how strong I am."
The thing with Kairi, though, she's trying to show disdain and disgust or whatever. She's just adorable when she does it. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but still, she kind of pulls it off. So I'm not gonna go bury her into that one because I'm totally completely biased on her side. And
it's a little bit like Shayna. It's a little bit like Shayna selling. You know, it's a little weird, but you accept it.
Yeah, true. But okay, but quick touch up on Sane's as well. If you notice, when Toni Storm faces off against Kairi Sane was serious.
Yeah,
she wasn't smiling. She wasn't grinning as she's going up into the ramp.
Well,
she was putting on her game. This is the fight of her life.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
if she brings on the same thing when she comes on in Las Vegas, yes, I'm gonna root her, regardless of that anyway. So there's that. So 3-on-3. But here's one thing I would leave you guys behind, though, as we leave on Mae Young Classic and wrap up the last call. What if the 4 horsewomen get involved into this somehow?
I don't think they're gonna get too involved, but I think something's gonna happen. Like Shayna gets herself distracted, or maybe a fight breaks out at ringside. Maybe a fight breaks out at ringside.
I see a fight breaking out ringside.
I'm seeing that because I'm seeing a distraction for that because
especially because Bayley's injured, so it's 3-on-3 now.
Yeah, I could really just subtract Marina Shafir or Jessamine Duke for that matter. You could switch both of them together. There's that.
Yeah.
But
to be fair, I would rather see Ronda, Shayna, Mercedes, and Nicole against the 4 horsewomen. But anyway, I thought that would have been an awesome match.
That would be a booking for another time. And yes, we have been gushing on.
That's for the future. That's for the future.
That's for the future. And yes, we have been gushing on for about
2 hours.
Half an hour. 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. And yes, this is the last call for Shootin' the Breeze. This has been episode 11 of Shootin' the Breeze. My goodness, we are starting all over again on this one, huh?
Yep.
My God.
It doesn't seem that long.
It doesn't seem that long. True. And my God, what a week of wrestling! What a week of wrestling!
I mean, we got one more. We got one more hard, long week coming.
Yep. We got.
Yep.
And then it'll start slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, and then we have the slow climb up to Survivor Series on that one. So
good
luck with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a fun week.
Where can they reach you there, MDS?
Where can you can reach me at Twitter at BeckyGotBank666. Thank you, Mr. Swiss Last Kicker, for that name. Yes, I am rocking it proudly right now. So BeckyGotBank666, just because I'm evil. And you can also catch me on the daily and as well as the nightly on KHI Speaks, or you can just catch me on YouTube. I'm already starting to chat off with a lot of people there. To all you followers, thank you for following me. I'm sincerely glad. Where can they catch you, Taker?
They can catch me at Takers_Minion at Twitter. Also, mainly on the nightly, but lately I've been really busy at work, and then sometimes on the daily. Also here, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, you can find us on iTunes after this is done. Within 8 hours, we should drop it to iTunes and to SoundCloud. And be sure to also catch Wizzy's Wacky World of Wrestling with Sal.
Let me correct you there. It's Fizzy's Wacky World.
That's what I said. Fizzy's Wacky World with Sal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also Two Guys, One Sport. Keeping Up with the Kayfabe. These are all non-affiliated shows with K-Side. They do, some do promote, some don't. And we got Rudo Radio, and we also have Not Your Demographic.
And keeping up with the kayfabe.
I did mention it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, where can we catch you? Where can the people catch you, Bexley? Do you have any plugins?
At this point, I'm mostly on Twitter at Philip Bexman.
All right.
So yeah, it's mostly there. I'm obviously, there's I got some emails. I've emailed some people, but not a lot of them. And mostly I stay active there on Twitter.
All right.
Alrighty, guys. So this has been Shootin' the Breeze, episode 11.
Episode 11.
We've run a little long, but that's nothing unusual for us.
We had a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah,
we sure did.
Yeah, we went a little longer than expected, but nothing new. And we hope to see you all next week. We'll be gushing more about the Mae Young and the finals, and whether we're happy or sad about it. And we'll see you guys all next week at 11 p.m. Eastern next Friday.
Yes.
Bye.
Before we wrap up, let's catch up quick on Shootin' the Breeze, because we're gonna post an official Twitter account. So catch on that next week. So anyways.
All right, folks. We'll see you next week. Bye.
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 Bye.